By 2-1 defeat to Cliftonville, 97th minute winner. You know, it was still a really organised performance, really hard working performance. I mean, despite the result, I'm sure you have to be pleased with how things have gone today, aside from that, obviously.
Yeah, listen, the result is frustrating. You know, it would have been a massive point for us, and a justified point. Down to 10 men, playing a team like Cliftonville, with an abundance of strikers on the pitch for the last 20 minutes. I don't know if a team can physically put any more strikers on the pitch. We were hugely disciplined. We worked really hard. The things that we've worked on in training over the last couple of weeks were very obviously on display today, which is massively pleasing for me. But we asked the players, and the supporters asked me in the first Q&A, that they wanted their team to leave everything out there on the pitch, and I don't think we can fault any of the players for that. Not only did they leave everything in their effort and desire to actually want to, protect, first of all, to go and see could we beat Cliftonville in the first half, which I thought were very good. The second half will take precedence, obviously, but in the first half we were a goal up and controlling large patches, very disciplined, good on the counter. We looked like we could score more goals. The sending off changes the game, obviously, and when you're down to 10 men against such a good side, and this isn't the big Cliftonville up. Cliftonville were nowhere near their best today because we were good. I'm trying to not be disrespectful to either team there, but and I think Jim and his staff will appreciate that. They've got away with one today, and we have to take heart and praise from that, and I've given it to the players inside. I'm very, very straight. When they deserve praise, they'll get it, and today, could we have had much more from them? They're not where I would want them to be in terms of their fitness levels and their sharpness levels. We're miles better after 2 weeks than what we were 2 weeks ago in the last game that I watched before manager. And players look like they're hungry. Our supporters wanted a team that wants to be on the pitch, wants to work hard, wants to grind it down, wants to have belief in themselves the same way the supporters have in them, and they want everything left on the pitch. Today they've done that, and they look like a team that's hungry to keep Newry in the Premier League, and that's what we wanted. That's the bounce that we need, and that's our job now, is to keep that level of performance now for the games that's running. We have a massive game next week against Loughgall, and if the players aren't confident that we can go into that game now after today's performance and pick up 3 points, then they never will be. So it's back to the drawing board Tuesday night. It's back to the basics again. We won't let them get too carried away with themselves. Obviously they're inside hugely disappointed because they've lost the game. Let's not shy away from the fact that we had a point in our hands and we've dropped the ball the last second, but this isn't a negative scenario. This is a positive situation, and we need to just focus on the betterment that we've seen in a very short space of time.
Yeah, obviously you brought in 3 players since you've taken over. Stephen Ball, Conor Mitchell and Brandon Doyle. They all made their debuts today. Just give us your thoughts on them and how they performed. Yeah,
you have 2 options when you take new players in. You can bleed them in and you can give people their due and ease them in the team, or you can have full confidence in the players you've signed and put them straight in the team against some of the toughest opposition you can come up against today. I've decided to do that, and I'm very pleased with the 3 boys' performance levels today, albeit they've been dumped into a brand new team, albeit that they still have things to work on. They still have match fitness to build, and lots of ifs, buts and maybes, but the 3 of them made huge contributions in the game. Like other players did, they weren't on their own, and it's not to single them out, but it's difficult to come into a brand new team in our situation and play Cliftonville. So I'm delighted for them that they've settled in, and I'm hoping that the other players can see the quality of player that we can attract in and analyse the game in a way and say, were they much better than the other players that we had on the pitch? And you're saying to yourself, no, because today was a rounded performance from a team point of view, and we had quality in abundance at times, and in particular the first half. Obviously the sending off then changes that complexion, and your game plan changes massively at that. You lose your captain, you go down a man, you have all these, but we're not here to make excuses. There were challenges today that we took face on, and the players stood up strong to that, and you're saying, can we really want anything more from the players at this minute in time?